The Harlem Renaissance did indeed exemplify Ellison's thesis that if blacks wanted to become a visible race, they would have to use different tools than defiance and rage. The Harlem Renaissance was a time synonymous with black innovation. For example, Harlem jazz musicians were able to make themselves visible through using their trumpets and clarinets to pioneer a new style of music, jazz, sparking interest across the eastern seaboard. This reinforced the fact that the black race did not need to act violently to be noticed, rather, creatively. Ellison's theory and the Harlem Renaissance are intertwined in the fact that both combat the invisibility of the black race with creatively exposing the beauty of black life, culture, music, every aspect of it. The power of music and poetry was a critical piece to showing America that black society was creative, alive, and developing.
Ralph Ellison's book was harshly criticized by critics such as Richard Wright and those closely affiliated with the New Negro movement for not being black enough. Black enough! The attitude taken towards this book was damaging to the movement because it put a limit on the thought process of a black individual, essentially restricting others in the movement from thinking as Ellison did. This is ironic because the movement was fighting against the limitations of their race, yet they were imposing limits on Ellison because he thought free of rage, just with sensibility. The black community scrutinized Ellison and was prejudiced towards his resistance and protesting. This harmed the Negro movement because they should have embraced him and his credible thoughts and his ideas on how to make the Negro race emerge as more than animals, emerge as innovative artists. Oh. Kids, cookies! The most effective tool utilized during the Harlem Renaissance was the expansion and promotion of rich culture that the Harlem people had to offer. Damn stink. With numerous different celebrities emerging from different places in Harlem, it allowed the black people to show that they could be just as creative, productive, and contributive as white society could be. It proved that while the color of their skin may be different, the intelligence and the capability of their brains was not. Ellison recognizes this fact and stresses the musical aspect of Harlem black life in his book to show that just like in jazz, the individual must be able to distinguish himself or herself with an independent voice and style before they're accepted. Bon appetit.